God was lacking steward. Okay, let's look at what management is. Stewardship. Now, stewardship also means management. A steward is a manager who manages the property of another. Management is defined as the effective, efficient, correct, and timely use of another person's property and resources for the purpose which they were delegated, with a view to producing the expected added value. When we are employed in the company, these are the things the managers want to look for in us. They want to know how effective, how efficient we are. They want to know how resourceful we are. They want to know if, when they delegate a duty to us, if we can actually add value to that company. Now, also God, when God makes us a steward, He requires this thing from us, that we should be efficient, that we should be effective in the things we have committed to, that we should use His resources correctly and timely, and we also should add values. Now, if there is no added value, that means there is no growth at all. We cannot, in fact, God, when Jesus looked at, the Bible said He was hungry at a particular time, and He saw a tree afar off. The tree was greenish, the leaves were greenish, and everything was so attractive about that leaves. But when He got there, He found out that there was no fruit on it. And that is how many Christians are. Well-dressed, they look nice, but there is no fruit. Do you know what God did? He cursed that tree. He said, no man will ever eat of it anymore. Why? Because a steward is supposed to grow. A steward, we are meant to add values, to produce values. But when we don't grow spiritually, when we don't grow in every other aspect, then we are what? We are just good for nothing, just as the Bible says. A steward, management is defined as the effective, efficient, correct, and timely use of another person's property. Now, we said everything that we possess belongs to God, are given to us by God. And that will make us a steward. Now, look at everything you have right now. God has made you a steward. Has made you a steward to ensure, to take care of that thing. So that is what a steward, he said, to timely use another person's property and resources for the purpose which they were delegated. When we use the resources God gives to us rightly, then we are adding values to it. When we use the resources very well, we are adding values to it, and God is saying it. So as a steward, God expects us to add values to whatever we have. Is it in our spiritual lives? Even the workplace that we are. God is saying, I am sending you to this so company to go and become an employee there. To become my representative. And that is one of the outline we say. Say every steward are God's representative. Every steward, wherever we are working right now, we are God's stewards. And we are God's representative. God expects us to represent Him well. God expects us that when we go to that company, we add values to it. Why? So that the name of the Lord will be greatly praised. when we add values to a thing that God has given to us, the name of God is exalted. The name of God is praised. In fact, the unbelievers will want to come and see, to know what God has done for you, what God is doing through you. In fact, they will ask you, how are you doing it? I listened to what Mommy Organ said last week here. That was just 2 days ago on Sunday, when he was saying, in a company which